Have you ever found yourself sitting down with your tarot cards and just shuffling them without really knowing why you picked up the deck in the first place? You might even pick a card hoping for some direction in your day, but when you look at the card, it just really doesn't make any sense to you. Or maybe someone has asked you for a reading, but your head just isn't in the right place and you cannot seem to connect to them or your cards at all. That is where setting intentions before a reading can really become an important part of your practice and help you on your tarot reading journey. Setting your intentions is about focusing your thoughts on the task at hand and preparing yourself mentally and emotionally through ritual or some other calming and focusing techniques to really search for the meaning in the cards. So if you're reading for others, especially if you are a highly empathetic or empathic person, then this also allows you to separate your own emotions and your stereotypes or your expectations from the reading that you're doing. So in this video, I'm going to cover my favorite ways to get into the right headspace for a reading and how I like to stay really focused and open when I'm reading the cards. The saying goes that if you ask a silly question, you should expect a silly answer. The same goes for tarot. When you ask a vague question, you are likely going to get a vague answer. And what's the point of that? Here at The Simple Tarot, we don't do vague. We're all about reading the cards with clarity and confidence. If you don't know me, I'm Angie Green, and this channel and all of the products and programs from The Simple Tarot are about helping you to learn the cards so you can find that clarity and confidence for yourself. Often, people will turn to reading tarot when they have unanswered questions. When something is bothering you, seeking an answer outside of yourself or through maybe your subconscious intuition can help bring clarity to a situation. However, wanting a specific answer can color the way you read the cards. You may find yourself seeking the answer you want instead of the answer that you need or that is actually really there in the cards. So the goal here is to focus on what or who is in front of you, who if you're reading for others, and trying to block out everything else around you. By clearing your head and staying in the moment, you are completely present and open to reading the cards without any preconceptions. This provides clarity and builds on your intuitive reading of the cards because you aren't searching for a specific answer or a message, but rather you're looking at the images and interpreting the things you see without any bias at all, or as much as you can manage. So setting intentions and a safe space for your reading really helps when you are reading for others, especially if you are that empath or are sensitive to the emotions that the other people are feeling. You need to protect yourself from their emotions and their desires so you can focus just on the cards and on your own intuition. As always, remember that there is no right way or wrong way to read tarot, only your way. Every reader is different, and as long as you are finding meaning in the cards in a way that resonates with you, that's really all that matters. But if you are looking for some suggestions, here's a few things you can try so that you can prepare yourself and others for a solid, clear tarot reading. First, try meditating. Either as a daily practice, which is awesome, or as something you do just right before pulling a card. Taking a few minutes to meditate before pulling cards can help you focus on your thoughts, clear out any negative emotions you may be carrying, and bring forward any thoughts that may be really taking up a lot of your mental mind space or your energy. You know, if sitting quietly isn't your thing, just focus on the act of shuffling the cards. That can become a meditative act in itself, or just maybe one or two big deep breaths before you read. If you are reading for someone else, asking them to take a few minutes to sit quietly while you shuffle, or even asking them to concentrate while they shuffle, can provide nervous or unsure clients like a real chance to calm down and think about what their motivation is in asking for a question or for a reading. That really helps them center in on what the question is that they really want to ask. Or you could light a candle or some incense. For centuries, candles have been used in sacred spaces to provide ambient lighting and a sense of peace and tranquility. And while their soft light and pleasing smell can help create a really serene space, there are also psychological benefits that many people don't know about. So, scented candles with aromas like mint, lemon, orange, rosemary, and cinnamon, they've all been shown to provide a boost in focus and positivity. There are also many studies that indicated that smells are most likely to trigger like vivid emotional memories and responses, which may help you identify something new that you notice in the cards, something you haven't seen before. Plus, candles are just cool. It helps to create a special environment, if you want. Some tarot readers like to have a really special space where they do their readings. This could be a full table stocked with candles, crystals, and other items that they feel called to. It might be a nice, beautiful altar, or it could be as simple as a nice cloth spread out on their bed. So if you are reading for yourself, this space should make you feel warm, comfortable, calm, so that you'll be very unique and special to you, right? Like it's your private space. But if you're reading for others, the atmosphere of your reading area can be really helpful in showing them that this is a special space where they can feel free to open up to you in a safe and trusting way. You could try playing some music. Soothing music and meditative sounds are a simple way to take your mind off of those circling thoughts that might be making it difficult for you to clearly form a question and concentrate. By concentrating on the music, you get out of your head and into a more present state of mind. It can also help set the mood for your reading, making you and anyone that you're reading for feel calm, collected, and just there, like really present. You might want to try different tools for different types of readings. And I find this personally is a great way to like really center myself on a reading and stay present. Now, you know me, I often use the simple tarot deck during my daily readings because it is so easy to read and I like that simple hits of quick and immediate clarity. But it's not the only deck that I use. When I want to go deep or explore darker themes, I use other decks with really more complex images or maybe a specific illustration style or theme. Of course, these are all just suggestions. Some people are perfectly capable of doing a reading in a crowded, noisy bar as easily as they can in a quiet sanctuary. And if that's you, that is awesome. There's no special requirements to doing a tarot reading, other than really a set of cards that you like and maybe an open mind, but sometimes it does help to create an intentional space. Rituals can be a really powerful tool to help you get into the right mindset to listen and to learn. I like to sometimes, by setting intentions, think of myself inside this like imaginary visual bubble. So even if I am in a crowded, noisy space, that noise or energy doesn't cross the borders of my bubble. So inside my bubble, it is perfectly safe and warm and quiet. And that really helps when I'm reading for others to like bounce off their emotional energy. Just their energy hits my bubble and bounces away, never even touches me. So that's another way that I really like to help set intentions and get that present state of mind before I do a reading. But now that you know how to set your intentions before a reading, this next video right here will walk you through one of the more complex tarot spreads, the Celtic Cross. I know it's not as difficult as it looks if you're a beginner, so just dive in and check out this video. I will see you there, and you can practice setting your intentions.